like off of this circle, I feel like we get a peninsula. Is that the correct geographical term for this?
That is the term. It is a peninsula.
Dude, I'm so good at words. I'm the best at wording. Ahem. I don't know what I say half the time. I'm so sorry. Still, what was I gonna say? I had something in my brain, and then it left. Still, yeah. We typically see it go somewhere around the peninsula. Sometimes it'll shift off east, sometimes south. So typically, I feel like we should see it end between these two here, right? It's just gonna like go hard south or something. Oh wait, does it have to stay on plane path?
It like apart, like it has to be connected at some point.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So I'm so right because wasn't there one map that doesn't have that rule anymore? Is it Rondo?
I think it is Rondo. I'm not too sure though. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But I think it could also go like maybe further inside of that peninsula. Like it might go towards the peninsula, like over towards Shipyard, and then close in around the hilltop towards the middle of the peninsula to the east of Terminal. I think it could also finish there. But
we're not too far off of it, honestly.
We're not. It might be a hard southeast shift towards like in between airport and was that Ohiang? I think that's Ohiang.
Southeast.
No, it's Kang Nuang. Sorry, in between like airport and Kang Nuang. It could end on like towards that hill as well.
Well, there you can see the map, beautiful as the day left. Wait a second.
What?
Dots? Do Dots only have 3 members?
No. Bliss has one in his car. There's two in the car.
Okay. I was like, hold up, what? TTG. Hey, they got their 4th. Okay. Wait a second. I see a 2G. Reminds me of Isaiah. There's no way that that's you. Who's that?
I am playing, and I have access to the clean feed. I'm winning this. Easy.
Wait, was that Lucid? Oh, yeah, it's Lucid. Duh.
What to say? Like, what?
I
didn't know what you were... Oh, yeah, because you forgot that Lucid, like, yeah. Because Lucid
I forgot who was the 4th.
From Dots, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was my bad. I was trying to figure it out, and I saw like the 2. It was a 2G, not a 2K, because your Isaiah a 2K. So my brain was getting fizzled.
Yeah, you know, I'm willing to say like maybe a bit of a time zone difference because Lucid is playing all the way from the OS area, so that could probably be why he. I'm like 70% sure he's playing from OS.
I didn't know that. Where's he?
I know he's
Australia.
I think he's Australian.
Oh,
maybe New Zealand. One of the two. I'm giving it a 70% there. I could be completely wrong.
He's gonna be from, I don't know, Czechoslovakia or something.
He's gonna be from Wisconsin. Like, dude, what?
New Zealand.
He's like, dude, I'm in Cleveland. Like, what?
Well, glad that you made it back, Lucid, so you can have some fun with TTG. Hopefully secure your boys a qualifying spot, but it is going to be, it's a tough call. Game crashed both first 2 games. Oh, dude, that is actually so sad. I'm so sorry, man.
We're happy you're back now, though.
Agreed. But looking at that leaderboard, we see Dots, Outlaws, Gooners, Empire, God, and Duel looking so strong. But it is that 7th and 8th spot. Those are the big question marks because Rats, 47 points. Again, they did massive after the first 2 games yesterday. But these teams, they're creeping up. Even Forever Victorious have a chance.
It'll be rough. They need another really strong game here. They need to like top 4, 7 more kills, and they're in it. You know, they're in the running. Like that first place would have gone momentum, like been massive momentum for them to take a stab at getting into the qualification marks. But you know, both teams. I'm not even going to just single out Victorious here. Both teams, because you had Valiate from Empire. He did a bit of an overextend, so he got punished in the 3v1. But then each individual member of, well, at least the other 2 members of Victorious, they did a bit of overextending as well as they got taken out in 1v1s from Michael up until Michael versus Chakucha in the final 1v1, and Michael just being the man that he is, just taking that fight like no brainer.
I would say being the god that he is, but there's so many teams with the name God in here. It's crazy, but still, I love seeing this, dude. It's so much fun casting these because I feel like we never see this in like comp scrims. Like comp scrims, that's typically when you see people doing. All right, moving on. It's typically when you see people, taking a little bit more risk, making sure that they can get X, Y, Z. But here's really where you put pedal to the metal. That's the word I'm looking for. And when you see, you know, either crazier strats or, you know, all going into one compound or something, that's exactly what Gunners did. At least it looks like they've spread out since I said that. And of course, since I said that, still dots. They're gonna go ahead and loose it. Oh no, that's why he was in chat. Poor man is the first down. That is so unfortunate. Game crashes first two, and then gets taken down before anyone else. Later on, connection
and
though.
It's gonna be, oh no, connection getting found out by Forever. Dotson Forever just ripping apart TTG right now. Just absolutely unfortunate. And TTG already a 2-man at the start of this game. I saw Lucid in chat, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's a delay.
Yeah.
Why are you already in chat? I'm like, oh no, and now it's Victorious looking to crash onto
no.
Cater, gonna get found out, and Chakooch taking the fight onto Mafo, and it's gonna be Kabooms versus Mafo, but Mafo with the clean shots in, but the power of the M249 is too much for Mafu to be able to defend, and it's going to be TTG eliminated. 1 kill point in 16th place. That just extremely unfortunate. Just
yeah.
Listen, Lucid, if you're still here, reset that mental. Y'all got this, dog. Just saying. Like, 2 crashes into a very unfortunate 3rd game. 4th game is y'all's to win. Y'all got this. Come on.
See, that's the thing, because, like, they've had a solid day 1, and day 2, literally just every single game, something doesn't seem to go right. So it really just feels super unfortunate for them more than anything else, which it can mess with you. It can mess with you a lot.
It can. This game is nothing but mental. Like, obviously you have to have some in-game knowledge, some, you know how to IGL, know how to take fights, and you have mechanical skill as well. But if you lose your mental in this, it's over. Like, there's nothing you can, no matter how good of a player you are, if your mentality is just cooked after like just some very unfortunate days, that's it. You know, you just chalk the day at that point.
You know, I'm gonna clip that, and then I'm gonna send it to you every single time you die in scrims. Oh my gosh, that's so toxic, but also I'm here for it.
Mental is untouched. We love that. We love to see that, Lucid. Mental is untouched. Massive.
Good for you. Dude, I might tease you just a little bit too much. It's fine. You know I love you. It's from a place of love. So, Dodge taking some shots over at Forever, but it seems like most teams have basically figured out that, you know, they're home in this circle, and they're just kind of waiting off of that shift. And I feel like from here, we see it kind of south, like kind of end between the 2 rivers on that middle west side.
I did not get to see the map, so I can't speak to it quite yet.
No, this is pure from memory. I haven't seen it, so I'm 100% just trying to go off of memory here, which don't know how well that's going to work. But
I honestly think it's going to be a southeast shift. I think it's going to go, like I said, on that hill in between Airport and Kang Nuang. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair call. I feel like these circles, what was it? 6 months ago, I feel like we typically saw it off of the bridge, kind of close to where Forever are now, like near that pylon. But I don't remember. The only times that I've seen recently is if it like hard shifts kind of west near like ending in between ADR and like Empire. But other than that, I feel like this is a pretty up in the air kind of circle.
It is very much up in the air. I mean, it very well could go back to Bucksand Saw over by the in between, like in the fields in between Bucksand Saw and Terminal. Like, it could shift hard shift over there. Like I said, it could go to the hill in between Kang Nuang and Airport. It could hard shift onto the hill underneath Kang Nuang. Like, it can literally go anywhere. But one thing I wanted, like, it's absolutely insane. Like, if you just saw the map, like, every single team that's in zone, none of them are playing edge. They are all playing like very close to center, leaving very little options for these teams that are rotating. Like, they do have some spots on the southern side of the zone that they can show to hold and look at. But Balzac gonna get put down by Lynxy. Duel on the rotate in, and Lynxy gonna a little bit of Lynxy gonna give Balzac a little bit of a nudge, and then Pentalong came on just doing a little bit of and there's the victory honks as they're gonna bumper card their way out of there.
The victorious honk.
Yeah.
Still, Duel picking up a free kill relatively there. Ballsack just a little bit caught out on the rotate. But yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to say about like how most teams are kind of a lot more central than I feel like we typically see. So was that a hot drop at the start? It was not a hot drop, right? We didn't have anything. There was no hot.
It was not. I don't know. I gotta go back. Right? I don't think it was. I don't think it was a hot drop. I think they landed and then they just got crashed or. I think
it was rotates.
TCG got crashed. Yeah, rotates in. They got rotated into, and just unfortunate timing.
Yeah, it was rotates. It wasn't a hot drop. Still, Circle does donut up, so we're looking a little bit east of Gooners. I think is where my head is going, but Empire absolutely beating it in. That hill could be massive.
That I called. It could. Yeah. That hill is still like that's center zone right now, like a little bit to the southeast of the center, but that could be a massive hill for them to hold. It looks like ADR is they're putting all their baskets towards that main hill with the parking lot and the gazebo. Like I think that's where they're putting their baskets right now, trying to hold out.
Outlaws taking some shots, but Empire get past them, taking that hill, and I mean, I'm worried, but I'm hopeful for them, if that makes sense. Because there's 100% a possibility that they could spread out too much and then get caught by a rat or something like that. Or it is a possibility that they're just going to take names from every single team in this spot. So Valiate is going to be kind of the black sheep. Wait, what is it? Black Canary, right? Where they like had it in the mines. Isn't that right?
Sure.
No? All right. I'm sorry. I got to say this now because, okay. So I've heard that they used to have a canary in the mines, and then essentially when the canary stops chirping, it's because it's dead because of a loss of oxygen or something like that, and that tells the miners to get the heck out of there.
I know what you're talking about now. Yes, that is actually true. That is true.
I was going to say, I was like, I'm pretty sure I heard that. Because Black Sheep felt a little bit mean because it's not like, they don't like him. It's just like he's their scout. So I was trying to be interesting with how I said that.
But we can call him the bait. It's fine.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fair. You got to have one guy who's the bait on your team.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was like, if you don't make that joke, I will. Still, Dots are looking over, but they got to be careful of MTG as they are kind of peering a little bit over their hill, but they can't really aggress too much because there are just so many teams all around keeping their eyes peeled for any sort of movement. Bunt, I mean, Bliss spotted him. I don't know if he knew that, but we knew that he knew that because of the X-ray vision.
Yes, we have hacks. It's pretty great.
Press one button.
Oh, Stain has an arm. That could spell disaster for a lot of teams here. As Lewis is going to try to take some shots on over to Spicy. Not able to connect anything, but Spicy taking 2 shots and 100% accuracy onto Lewis right now, just putting him down to a little over half HP.
I would say on Rondo, why did I say Rondo? On Tego, I like the arm less than I like it on other maps. I think that it has more of an impact on other maps. But Rats is going to find Sharp, as Sharp does find Linksy. Duel trying to make their way past everyone. And it's not going to work out too well. They're going to lose 1. They might lose more. Empire Gaming, they have an opportunity here, but Sharp should be able to get res as long as someone smokes him.
Hey, if they have a smoke, you pick them up, you walk away, and they should be able to get a good reset to stay 4 strong up in Kangwang as the zone is about to shift. Is it going to go to that hill where Empire... No, it's going to go back across to the river, left side of the river, Gooners, and It's Over looking very strong here. If It's Over, I'm getting my vehicles, and I am instantly 4-manning on the compound that Beast Weaver is sitting on. And It looks like that's exactly what they're doing, which is good for them. Like, do not try to hold that split in a circle this big with this many teams.
Typically, we do see it end kind of in between Not a Hobby, Gooners, and It's Over. So that's where we expect it to go right here. But again, PUBG Circle has been telling me that I'm not the boss of it, and it's showing me that it's a strong, independent map or zone that doesn't need anyone telling it what it's doing.
Yep. We know absolutely nothing, and it knows everything, and it'll do whatever it wants.
I mean,
go PUBG.
Also, you're not wrong. Like, the zones, you are at the mercy of the zones. That's the whole game. But Forever now trying to make their move. They're opting to take Bridge. I don't know if I like it this early, personally.
It's a rough hold. I mean, you have the hardcover of the bridge, but it's a rough one to hold for sure, especially this early into the zone. Like, I think you have other options that you could possibly look into besides going to bridge, but
especially if someone's behind you. If you're on either side, but bad mood. Sky taking some shots over at Duel, who make it looked like a flip or something at first, but looks like they're going to get away.
But Tremble now taking shots onto Mighty Gods. He's not going to be able to make a connect. Savvy at some point did get taken a knock from Mighty Gods. I think they're going to go and secure that flush immediately. as now it's going to be Lewis that tries to get the wide swing onto Trimble. Trimble has been very consistent with his shots. Nice grenade from Slay onto Trimble, taking him down to about half HP. The overlook from his teammate was very helpful for Tilt Town to keep him from getting taken out by General Lee. It looks like MTG are going to have to reevaluate their push onto this. As they're going to be different. Now Dubby is coming up. Spray coming in from Lewis, not able to make anything connect. They're going for the spray. Dubby in a fight for the rest of Mighty Gods, but now Lewis is caught by himself. If they're not safe, if he's not careful, he could get taken out. Nade into hand's going to go off. He's not looking to his right. He has no idea that Trimble's still over here. Lewis, he's going to get found out. So now 2 members of Tiltown's going to go down for 1 member of Mighty Gods as the fight continues forward.
I was going to say, that ain't Dots, brother. But
that is not.
yeah, something that I actually just realized as we were watching this, because I believe Outlaws is from Mexico, I want to say. I believe that's what I remember. But I really liked it when they had the flags in the bottom corner of the teams so that you could see where they're from. Kind of wish they had it here, because I think Outlaws... Is Outlaws the only one? I don't know. But still, the Panzerfaust stays coming out from Shane, but he's going to miss it. Duel go down. Spicy going to be the one who finds the last one, as this northeast side has so much fighting onto it. MTG trying to get past Slay, trying to go past General Lee, and he does so, if not for just a second.
Oh, big yard. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm surprised MTG was able to get out of there with their last 2 members unscathed in that fight, because that was a rough rotate in between 2 different teams as they're just trying to get in and find a spot inside of the middle of the zone. Not a lot of compounds, not a lot of hard cover. You got some dips, you got some rocks. Grant, you are just completely open to the God Squad. If they decide to look over that ridge from that road, you're pretty cooked. But luckily they have a smoke grenade kind of blocking their LOS. Yeah, this is rough. There's nothing you can really hold strong as a 2-man. Rat's going to take some shots on the Sharp Shot. Sharp Shot going down to the Spoon. He's going to find the knock onto Sharp. Sharp on his second bleed. He's going to get insta-res to Spoon. Going to take a headshot from 9. He's going to have to take a second to reset off of that. And this is going to be chaos for the next couple of minutes as all these teams are going to try to find a home in this zone, and they have absolutely nowhere to go with anything concrete, as Grant, he manages to get a re-knock on a Sharp, and he manages to stay alive in that fight. Never mind, as Finna from Empire is going to overpeak, and he's going to secure the knock on to Grant, leaving just a Spoon left in between God Squad and Empire. 2 squads you do not want to be in the middle of during this zone.
Nope, this is a really rough spot, and he doesn't even need the nade. He just whips out the AUG, sprays him down, Rats go out, and that's really unfortunate because, again, in 7, this is kind of the point where they need some more points, but, I mean, it was a better game than TTG, but that's not saying much. They beat him out by 1 point. Still, there's so much to go on in this game forever. Taking shots from Dot. Spicy is down, and they should not be able to get him.
Don't think they will be able to. There's like 14 teams all around Spicy right now. I don't think going for him would be the play. Ooh. But Shane with a nice knock on the Sky with the leaving just Snowbird. Gonna try to have to smoke some things off. Nade coming into play from Forever as they're gonna try to push in to see if they can't secure a couple of kills off of this. As it's gonna be just Nubsky's gonna get found out by Icy Flex. Dot still in this fight, still trying to put some bullets down range and take these people out as they're trying to rotate inside of the zone. This is just absolute chaos. As you also have Dooners sitting up on the top. God Squad getting shot at. You got Balefrost getting knocked by Kirby as Empire is going to flex across Shimboy, finding the knock on Adam. Nade's coming into hand. Going to find a second knock on the Pat Caps. Oh my gosh. Utility coming out the yin yang as flushes are going to come into play. Adam going to get flushed out. Michael with a really sick nade. Valier with a good name on a Pat Caps going to find a knock and a flush. Sharp shot knock Shimboy. Prone in a bush, trying to make something happen to see if he can't do anything, but in the middle of all this, Dots is going to get taken out, as now it's just Shimboy in a fight versus Empire. Second place team versus third place team. Going to be interesting to see who manages to find the win for this. Valiate with one more sick grenade. It's going to send it back to where he thought Shimboy was. Fenna and Michael going for the wide west flank? No, they're not. They're going to hold off on that flank.
Dude, Empire Gaming, I thought that was Prime STK for a second there with all those nades coming in, but there's still one left on God Squad, and they got to be careful of this push because Outlaws is just looking at them from down below. Shinboy, I think he should be able to kind of make it out alive for just a little bit longer while never mind. It doesn't matter. Valier going to go ahead and knock Curvy as the shots come in from the other side. I believe that's... who's that? Who is that on the other side?
Where? Who? It's over? What are you talking about?
Past them, in the distance. Victorious. That's Victorious.
Victorious. Victorious, now they're trying to make something happen. They do have a good range, a good that hillside that they could play off of. That's a good dip that Jimbo's taking right now. They just got to be very careful about the util dump from It's Over.
But look at Valier. Dude, this flank.
This is a very big flank, but he needs to be careful because he's focusing really hard on the vehicle, but not very hard on the cars coming up behind him. But now he should have full information that he has 2 more vehicles rotating behind him into the crates, but util dump into MTG Slay, as I think he is the last member up for his team, which he is. Valier.
No, he DC'd.
No, he crashed. He DC'd. No.
I was like, this is the most insane flank I've ever seen in my entire life. And then as soon as that is so unfortunate. Valier or Empire Gaming in such a good spot to go down to that. Oh, that's maddening. Still, you have the rest of Victorious trying to make plays as they do cross on over, trying to hold out forever as they do take down Snowbird. But he's got to be careful. He does not have a lot of HP, and he has far to go. Gooners trying to go in behind ADR, trying to see if they can go ahead and take some points off of them, but not a hobby. This is the kind of game that they need. They're in center zone. They're 4 up, 22 points. They need a massive game here, but I don't know if they're going to get enough kill points for it, but it doesn't matter. Matt is going to go ahead and knock down 1. Slay's going to steal that kill away, and now Krayshaw and T-Sock, the last 2 alive. Krayshaw goes down so low. But Gooners, they're still 3 strong. Great shot did go down earlier. Slay, can they combine to take down Gooners? Good damage coming out.
If Gooners is able to take this spot from Slay and fight onto ADR, but he was not. He should have probably driven up onto the left side of the rock to fight onto Slay, as now I see Flex is taking some shots onto him. Ooh. And it's going to be Slade that finds the last member of Gooners, and they're going to take out Gooners, and they're going to stay up. And now Slay has a very hard task. He has 5 kills already, and now he has to try to fight off all of ADR here. Good nade. Not primed. The nade isn't going to get...
Dude, this
adrenaline.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Slay just absolutely massive performance. Now he has all of the util. He has all of the north side of zone to hold to himself unless Victorious decide that they want to try to push up and to fight into it. Not a hobby. Strong positioning. They got center circle, center zone.
That was a good nade.
Oh, yeah, that was a very good nade. Oh my gosh, this is just absolutely mental with everything that's going on here. You got Tilltown. Tilltown's a 2-man. Like, when does... I feel like Tilltown just keeps, like, we come back to Tilltown, they're just missing members every single time. What's happening to Tilltown?
Yeah, that's kind of been the issue I've been noticing in scrims, at least when I've been casting, is that I feel like they typically lose a couple during that mid to late game, or early to mid game, I mean, and that's when it's rough. But Victorious, they're going ahead and making their push. They're trying to find a spot. They're trying to find a safe spot. But so many teams are going to be looking at them, but Outlaws, they got to be careful. Kirby went down almost. Victorious does have 3. Skirt goes down to Light Show, who's trying to go for the flush because he knows he's basically dead. Jimbo going to go ahead and peek on over, but so far he's not taking enough damage to go down, and I think Kirby might go down to blue. And 9 having to come away with... I mean, he has to make something amazing happen here.
He does have to make something amazing happen. I think this was a bit of a misplay by Victorious, going for like the most congested side of the zone to try to take. I think honestly their north rotate would have been a much safer option for them. But they don't have the information for far north side of the zone. They just know that a lot of teams are fighting up there. Maybe some kill feed tracking would have made that a lot easier for them to be able to, decipher that, hey, it's only 1 person up on this. But Slay! Oh my gosh. Slay finds 1 knock, finds a second, but he is not able to find the 3rd. Victorious going to get eliminated before him. Mighty Gods managing to secure themselves a couple more placement points in 6th place, but with 6 kills as well. Very good performance from Slay. He definitely did what he needed to do to get his team a little bit higher up on that leaderboard. Very good show.
Speaking of which, well, Beast Weaver Poonage takes down 9, and I was going to say that MTG, they're into that 8th spot right now with that performance. Slay legitimately carrying them there on his back. I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't go for the for the reload. I think he might have been able to get the third, in which case that would have been so much better, so cool. But I understand why he was trying to go for the flush, etc. But not a hobby. They've had zone this entire time. I don't believe they have any kills. Trimble and generally on that west side, and then on the south side you got Empire, and then on the right you have It's Over. So a very interesting circle. Not a hobby. It's looking good for them, but the problem is that they are very spread out. And if, you know, a couple of things could happen and things could shift off to them pretty hard.
No, they get absolutely fed.
I meant shifted too. That's what I was saying. I was saying shifted too.
They get absolutely hard fed, but the only issue is they, like you said, they have no kill points here, and with as little people as left, like you got one 4-man and then two 2-mans, and I guarantee you the It's Over, Empire, and Tiltown, they're gonna fight each other before they have to fight ADR. So ADR, they got to do something to try to secure a couple of kill points here. Otherwise, you know, 10 placement points and maybe 1 or 2 kills is not going to be enough to bring them back to life to try to be able to qualify for the next round.
And I think they did group up together, but I was worried. Actually, no, I lied. But I'm worried about if one of them gets knocked, it's just going to spiral down for them. So this isn't a surefire win for them, for sure. They still have to do a lot, but generally taking some shots, but it's going to be his nade that does find him. He goes down immediately to Back Monster, and that might be not a hobby's first point. Oh my gosh.
Immediately stolen.
Michael not allowing any nice thing to happen. But Show, they're coming in. They have a Panzerfaust. Zolmox doing some damage. The Panzerfaust not going to land. They're going to go ahead and find 1. They're going to find 2. They're going to find 3. And it is just Ka who's left. This is their points. If they can get Ka, this would be amazing for them. Zol playing it slow. They need to play together as a team. Zolmox goes low. Goes for the fight, has to be careful, and Trimble gonna find Back Monster, and this is what I was worried about for Not a Hobby.
They were able, there was a good defense from the crash and Back Monster playing it very smart, leaving the top room to go towards the balcony, but Trimble sitting on their northern side, and good molly from Arson. They're gonna get their 4 kill points. They are going to lose Back Monster. I don't think they're gonna be able to go to get the pickup for him.
I think he's inside, so they can.
Is he? Oh, he did manage to crawl inside. That's absolutely massive for them.
They need to smoke again.
They do need a smoke.
Oh, that is, you should smoke. Trimble can see you.
That's a very risky rest.
Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the X-ray man. He can't technically see him, but I think his bullets could get there, if that makes sense. Because of the angle 100%. And because I don't think that the article of clothing blocks the shots. Nice shots coming out from Trimble, though. Finna goes down. Trimble has been an absolute god so far. And honestly, I would say that he has been the best performing player from one of the lower teams that I was expecting. So 100% the standout player that I've seen so far. But not a hobby.
I agree with that.
This is 100% now. This is your game to lose. Good hold.
120%.
Make sure that you get Trimble, and then you got to work with Empire. But it is going to be a tough ask to get rid of Empire. But again, they need to do this. They need to prove that they can go ahead and win these fights.
But honestly, I think they can play slow. Like, honestly, I think you just. It might sound crazy. You send 1 to hold Trimble out from being able to take the northern side. And you play 3 onto the bottom side of the compound to hold out Empire from pushing into the southern side of their compound, and they win the game from there. You know, 3v2 onto Empire. As soon as the solo manages to find out Trimble, then you just reconvene to make it a 4v2. But they're outside of zone, they have to push into the compound where they have absolutely no cover to be able to make a play into this next zone. So not a hobby. They just got to play it smart, play it slow, bide their time. Shots coming in from Michael, and be able to get one thing connect, with Trimble putting shots into both Michael and Finna. Now, Empire has the information that Finna has left their northern side of the zone and shifted a little bit further hard west. It's now no meds for Finna. This is going to be very rough. Finna's going to get knocked to the blue zone, and it's what a flank from Zolmox. Going to find out the last member of Empire. They're going to be eliminated in third, and now it is just Trimble shooting the dirt. As Back Monster is going for a flank. Looks like Back Monster is going to manage to secure it. Tiltown going for the deny. Was not able to. Nice 6 kills. First place. Absolutely fantastic showing from them. They played that very well. They managed to stop that crash from It's Over. Managed to secure themselves 4 kills on that, and then even pick up 2 more towards the end of that. Good 16-point. I don't know if that is enough to bring them back to life. It could be, but very good from them nonetheless.
Yeah, very. Again, good showing, but it might be just a little bit too late. It is a very good try, but there's so much ground that